situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go. It should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Tennessee Titans. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Returning from his end zone is Ty Johnson.
Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Play action. Now Wilson. Airing it out deep for Smith.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, this defense for the Jets, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to make it 4th down. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down.
Tannehill going to hand to Henry on the option.
And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Eluding the pressure right. Looking downfield for Jones. And that is caught at the 10-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
An explosive 38-yard pickup.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
Now Tannehill on 3rd and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. This is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. The 1st down carry here for Johnson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Check, check. Lucky. Lucky. Check out. Out, 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 out.
Johnson. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Play action. It's Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Wilson. And Brown's got it. Touchdown, Jets. Daniel Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you...
Oh, he sheds himself free, and he's got room. He's at the 30, 10, touchdown Titans. Well, Derrick Henry, the league's leading rusher in 2019. You wouldn't think a man that big could motor like that, but he can all right, and he proved it right there.
And what was impressive to me is not just how much he wanted it, but how he fashioned it. I mean, he was shedding tacklers left and right, evading tacklers left and right. And when you think about the energy it takes to ward guys off, that's really impressive. He still managed to keep his balance and turn this into a fantastic run.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge, because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. Here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Out to his left. And that is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Wilson. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And right side, Henry's got it. Oh, he bowls over him. Touchdown, Titans. But no surprise coming off a 2,000-yard season. It was Derrick Henry who totaled the most yards after contact in the NFL last year, and he's up to his old tricks here.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
Returning from his end zone is Ty Johnson.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now this one complete to Corey Davis. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play. They max protect. Bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Brings up second and goal at the Titans' 6-yard line.
They go play action with Wilson. Forced out to his left. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Let's go, D-Boy.
On third and goal, Wilson.
A throw to the flat for Carter.
They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down.
Well, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they are in at this stage of the game.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the 29, Tannehill. He's got his tight end, Anthony Firkser. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Caught on the right side by Jones. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Let's go. Hey. 22, twice on 22. Check 15, check 15.
Tannehill. Running right through him. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 25 yards that time.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
From the red zone now, Tannehill.
On the slant, he'll get it to Jones.
And it's a Titans touchdown. Julio Jones. His first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Returning from his end zone is Ty Johnson.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half, and you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Tannehill.
And, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Flushed out right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Rosas' kick is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
2nd and 10 now. Wilson uncorks one for Davis. It got his man complete. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. But one thing's for sure, they're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 28 his rookie year.
Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22.
Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill over the middle, complete. That's Jones. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they'll take over with just 18 ticks remaining. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. A good gain on first has them set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. From the shotgun, Wilson. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. They go play action now. Wilson looking here for Smith downfield. He's got a man, complete.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
2nd and 10.
Off play action, Tannehill. Steps away to his left. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 135 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First down, Tennessee.
Henry relishing the chance to be the Titans' lead dog. He's in the backfield again on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Second down and 8.
They'll try the right side with Henry. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Stop there,
Throw left side complete. That's Jones. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown.
Well, Julio Jones, not really the first guy you think of when you're talking about yards after the catch, but he's still got plenty of guile with the ball in his hands.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. On 1st down, Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson airing it out deep for Smith. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Vincent Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
Play action. It's Tannehill. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
A.J. Brown is starting to get a well-deserved reputation as one of the top-flight receivers in the NFL. Went over 1,000 yards in his first 2 years. Makes another strong catch there.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. There he goes, left side. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. It's a punt return score of 70 yards. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Well, that doesn't wake up the home crowd. I don't know what will. That's a big-time return for a touchdown, and you know how much I love momentum plays.
Yeah, and like you just said, kind of gets his home crowd into it. We'll see how they handle it moving forward. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 162 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
And the Titans' 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. Looking deep for Julio. And got his man complete. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And it's a Titans touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill. And the Titans are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Check safety, check safety. Deuce, 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 deuce.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson looking here for Smith downfield. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown Jets. Vincent Smith, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And boy, it was pretty.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. Flush to his right. Man open. Here is Jones. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, Tannehill. Looking downfield for Jones. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Tannehill going to get this forward on the jet sweep. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Make that now 4 touchdown passes for Ryan Tannehill. And the Titans look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Returning from his end zone is Ty Johnson. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the 50, it's Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 34. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Play action. Now Wilson. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Rashaan Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. And this is going to be caught by Smith for a Jet touchdown. Vincent Smith, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. The extra point up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
2nd and 5 now. Tannehill. This is caught. It's Brown. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
176 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will finally be taken down at the Jets' 9. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sims. Touchdown! Steven Sims Jr., his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Returning from his end zone is Ty Johnson.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Throwing now, Tannehill. Open man, Julio. Touchdown, Tennessee. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Rosas good with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Jets, 38.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
He's heavy on the edges. He's crazy. He's checking crazy. Hey.
Here's Tannehill. The left side completion to Jones. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And Tannehill's got the first as he slides to a halt. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. Tannehill going to throw it. This is caught, and he'll be out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Trying to punch it in with Henry, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. One last shot for Wilson. He'll check this one down to Carter. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A big offensive explosion.